Hi guys! Kamusta kayo? Welcome to our vlog, and for today, I've got positive vibes to share. This morning, there was an update released by Immigration New Zealand on their website with regards to the Working Holiday Scheme reopening dates. Kaya kung gusto mong malaman kung kailan ka pwedeng makapag-apply ng Working Holiday Visa from the Philippines going to New Zealand, please keep on watching. So, ayun na nga guys! Magbubukas na ang Philippine Working Holiday Visa. Though, it won't be until March 31, 2022. I think it's a good time for us to get a recap on requirements for you to get ready, especially if you're really planning to come over here to try living and working in this beautiful country. The Philippine Working Holiday Visa is only granted to 100 Filipinos every year. So you are required to be a citizen of the Philippines. You should have not applied on this type of visa before, and you should be of 18 to 30 years of age. This visa comes with conditions. The first one is you should travel to New Zealand within 12 months since the date you have been granted the visa. And the other one is you can come and go from New Zealand as many times as you like. Katulad siya ng multiple entry visa. Ano nga ba yung mga requirements if you'd like to apply? First, identity. You should have a Philippine passport that is at least 15 months valid since the day you will be arriving in New Zealand. Second is health. I think this is very, very important, especially now that we've got Omicron around the world. There will be applicants that may be required to submit a chest x-ray and a medical examination. Since this visa can only be applied online, once you've submitted your application, you will receive a message from Immigration New Zealand telling you if you would require chest x-ray and or a medical examination. And isa rin pong paalala, make sure that the results of your medical examination or chest x-ray should not be over 3 months kung isasabit ninyo sa Immigration New Zealand as required. Another requirement would be about your character. You must prove that you are of good character, and I think ang nire-require po nila normally is the NBI clearance from the Philippines, but it won't hurt kung meron din po kayong police clearance. You should also make sure that you've got genuine intentions of coming to New Zealand. So, make sure po na you don't give any false information or misleading information that may cause for your visa application to be declined. So, dapat po consistent po tayo sa information natin. Hindi po tayo gumagamit ng mga pekeng dokumento. And upon your application, pag binasa po ng immigration officer, ay mafe-feel niya yung sincerity ng application ninyo. Na pupunta po kayo dito para magtrabaho and or mag-aral. Because with this type of visa, you will be allowed to study or train up to a total of 6 months. Another thing that you would need to provide would be your evidence of onward travel. Ibig sabihin po, meron po kayong return ticket pabalik ng Pilipinas, or mapapatunayan niyo po na meron po kayong kakayanan na bumili ng ticket pauwi ng Pilipinas on top of the required funds you have to live on. Speaking of funds, Immigration New Zealand requires you to have at least $4,200 to live on. If i-convert po natin yan sa Philippine peso, most probably it would be around mga 147,000 pesos. And for you to prove that you have the amount of funds required by Immigration New Zealand, you can provide your bank statements, your credit card statements, the traveler's check, and bank drafts. With regards to the education requirement, you should have had 3 years of full-time study. You may be required to provide an evidence of your qualification when you submit your application. And because English is the main medium of communication here in New Zealand, you are also to provide an evidence of your competency in communicating in this language. For you to prove this, you should have an acceptable English language test result, which is not more than 2 years, or you'd be able to provide evidence of tertiary education from an institution where the medium of teaching is in English. For the English exams that Immigration New Zealand accepts, these are IELTS, TOEFL, PTE Academic, Cambridge English B2 First, B2 First for schools, and OET. Check these out for the required scores. Pag-usapan naman natin, magkano nga bang magagastos ninyo kung mag-a-apply kayo ng Philippine Working Holiday Visa? Upon checking the website, either coming from the region of Manila or Cebu in the Philippines, the cost is 280 New Zealand dollars. If i-convert ko siya, mga 9,700 pesos. And normally, if you are lucky to be granted with a visa, you will receive it within 80 days. For more information, I would highly recommend for you to go on Google and search for Immigration New Zealand Working Holiday Visa, or you can also check on Immigration New Zealand news and updates. Just a reminder, all the applications will only be accepted through online. Kaya good luck sa inyo mga kachichi. Sana makapunta kayo dito dahil only 100 Filipinos around the world will be granted with the Philippine Working Holiday Visa. One tip that I have learned from someone who went through the process of applying a Philippine Working Holiday Visa was to make sure that you've got all your details ready. So para ika-copy and paste na lang siya dun sa mga boxes as required. And also, it will really matter kung mabilis ang internet connection ninyo. Abang-abang na guys. Good luck ulit. And thank you for watching my video. Hopefully, nagustuhan ninyo. And please share to your family and friends who would like to come here. Because this might be your ticket to live permanently in New Zealand. Baka may employer na mag-sponsor sa inyo. Then magrantan kayo ng working visa. And then, if matagal na kayo dito, if your job would be a skilled job, pwede kayong maging resident. Kaya good luck talaga guys. Galingan nyo sa pagta-type-type. And don't forget to subscribe! Thank you! Bye-bye!